Today, we will be restoring a classic Smith & Wesson Model 3, a famous revolver from the 19th century. Start by mixing a small amount of trillium B into the water at the recommended ratio, usually about 5 to 10% trillium B in water, depending on the level of rust on the gun. Stir the solution thoroughly until it is completely dissolved. Immerse the metal parts of the gun in the prepared solution. Ensure that the parts are fully submerged in the solution, especially in areas with heavy rust. After removing the rust and impurities using trillium B, the next step in the gun restoration process is to use baking soda to clean and neutralize any remaining acids from the previous solution. This is a safe and effective method to continue the restoration process. After immersing the metal parts of the gun in the baking soda solution, the next step is to use a brush for thorough cleaning. Choose a soft brush that won't scratch the metal surface. Gently scrub the rusted or dirty areas with a brush, paying attention to crevices and hard-to-reach corners. This process will help completely remove any remaining impurities while neutralizing the acids from the trillium B solution. After scrubbing, rinse the parts with warm water again to ensure there is no leftover baking soda. After completing the cleaning and neutralizing of chemicals with baking soda, the next step is to use sand fraction 0.4 to 0.8 to remove any remaining layers of rust and smooth the metal surface of the gun. This is an effective method to achieve a smoother and cleaner surface texture. You can use it for sandblasting the surface of the gun. This will help remove rust and debris more effectively while creating a smooth surface. Use a torch or specialized flame device. Make sure you work in a well-ventilated and safe area to avoid the risk of fire or explosion. Kala Kwai Tren Quan Trong Jup Lam Ka Hon Ton Kuk Bien Fan Vatong Chi Sien K Nang Bo Vi Et Chong Le SS Oxioa. After completing the flame treatment and protecting the gun components, the next step is to use a grinder to smooth the parts. This process will help remove small imperfections, flatten the surfaces, and create a smooth finish for the metal components. After completing the cleaning and grinding of the gun components, the next step is to weld and recondition the gun's chamber. This process helps restore the structure and function of the chamber, ensuring it operates safely and efficiently. Ash wood is an excellent choice for shaping the gun due to its hardness, high durability, and ease of machining. Choose a block of ash wood that has the appropriate size and quality for your design. Check the surface to ensure there are no cracks or impurities. When using a wood cutter to shape the gun from ash wood, this process will help you cut the wood accurately and efficiently. Sketch the design of the gun onto the surface of the wood with a pencil. Clearly mark the cutting lines to ensure accuracy during the cutting process. Using a torch to treat ash wood can provide several benefits, including creating a more attractive finished surface, enhancing water resistance, and increasing the durability of the wood. The next step is to apply a coat of varnish to enhance aesthetics and protect the wood surface. The process of heating the gun components and soaking them in oil is an important step that helps protect the metal from corrosion and maintain its durability over time. When using a torch to apply heat, the metal surface will be cleaned of impurities, dust, and even rust. Subsequently, soaking the components in oil creates a protective layer that prevents oxidation. After completing the cleaning process, the gun components are now shiny and clean, ready for reassembly. Assembly is not just about fitting the parts together. It is also an art that requires precision and care to ensure every detail aligns perfectly. During this process, the craftsman will meticulously inspect each component, from the lock and barrel to the grip, to ensure they function flawlessly. When all the parts have been reassembled, the gun not only becomes a complete product, but also a historical work of art that reflects the meticulousness and dedication of its maker. The restoration process of the Anaconda revolver begins with a thorough inspection of each detail to identify any damage that needs to be addressed. After disassembling the parts, each component is carefully cleaned to remove dirt and rust. Adding caustic soda sodium hydroxide to the water tank is an important step in many industrial and restoration processes, especially in cleaning or metal treatment procedures. Gently scrub in the direction of the metal grain to avoid scratching the surface. Pay special attention to hard-to-reach areas where dirt may accumulate. After scrubbing, rinse thoroughly with clean water to completely remove the cleaning solution and dirt. In the process of restoring the revolver, using a torch to heat each component is not only an art, but also a humorous performance. It's as if the gun knows it is about to be made up again, with the components seeming to cry out, "Oh, please be gentle," every time the flame sweeps by. The meticulous disassembly of the gun's accessories is an essential task in the restoration process, requiring patience and high precision. Before starting, the craftsman needs to prepare all the necessary tools, such as screwdrivers, pliers, and other specialized equipment. As each accessory is removed, the craftsman gently handles each part, such as the barrel, grip, and internal mechanisms. Each detail is carefully inspected, and each screw is removed slowly, leaving no trace. They pay attention to the order of disassembly, making notes for easier reassembly later. The act of disassembly unfolds like a slow dance, where the craftsman resembles an artist performing on stage. With each part removed, it feels as if a secret is being unveiled, revealing the intricate details within. This meticulousness not only ensures that everything is done correctly, but also fosters a respect for the history and value of the revolver. When ready, each component will be immersed in the solution, and within a few minutes, you will see dirt and rust gradually disappear. Caustic soda acts like a superhero in cleaning, helping to eliminate stubborn residues that conventional methods cannot handle. While waiting, one can imagine that the components are enjoying a luxurious spa day, bathing in this magical solution. After the components have been cleaned and rinsed with water, the next step is to soak them in a trillion V solution for 24 hours to complete the restoration process. Trillium B is a specialized chemical that provides deep cleaning and protection from metals, helping to enhance durability and reduce the risk of rust. After the components have been soaked in the Trillium B solution and dried, the next step is to grind the parts using a grinder. This is an important step that helps refine the metal surface, removing any scratches, rust, or remaining imperfections, while also polishing the details. First, prepare a blank sheet of paper and a sharp pencil. Begin by sketching the basic outlines of the gun frame, paying attention to the proportions and shapes of each part, such as the barrel, grip, and other details. To achieve accurate proportions, you can refer to photos or pre-drawn images of the Anaconda revolver. When embarking on the restoration of the British Bulldog Revolver 1882, it feels like participating in a vintage revival contest. First, disassembling the parts is akin to taking apart a paper airplane. You can never be quite sure where it will fly once reassembled. During the cleaning process, it's like a cleaning party, with soapy water splashing everywhere, and caustic soda acts like a superhero, helping to remove all the stubborn stains. First, when using the torch, you feel like a chef preparing a special dish. Except this dish is inedible and can get angry if not handled carefully. The flame sparkles as if to say, "Keep me here. Don't let me go too far." And you must skillfully control it to prevent the components from burning. Next comes the disassembly phase. Each time you unscrew a bolt, It feels like you are opening a mysterious box from the past century. There are little cries from the components, as if they are protesting being separated. Once everything is disassembled, you proceed to drill the necessary holes. And of course, you must ensure that you don't drill in unnecessary places. Doing so could make the revolver look like a piece of modern art with random holes. Before starting, thoroughly inspect the parts you will be welding, ensuring they are clean and free from dirt or grease. When you begin welding, the light from the welding machine shines like a disco ball, making the atmosphere more vibrant. You carefully position each component, keeping them steady while adjusting the welder to create precise welds. As the grinder starts to operate, the grinding sound resonates like a heroic symphony, encouraging you to continue your work. You gently move the grinder over the parts of the revolver, paying attention to areas that need to be smooth and polished. Feel each contour, adjusting the pressure and speed to ensure that every edge becomes perfect. You might even tell yourself, this is the step that creates the amazing gun I've envisioned. Once you finish grinding, the next step is to sketch the configuration of the revolver. Using a large sheet of paper and a pencil, outline the main lines of the gun. First, you will draw the overall frame, including the barrel, grip, and additional details. As you draw, you may feel like you are creating a new superhero, as each stroke carries its own power and style. When you finish reassembling, gazing at the completed revolver, you will feel like an artist who has just finished their masterpiece. Every detail tells a story of patience and passion, and you know that this is not just a gun, but a piece of history restored with all your dedication.